Hey everyone, welcome to Untamed and Prosperous. I'm Dr. Natasha Nelson, your life doctor. And today we're going to discuss the emotional energy about grief. But before we do that, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to hit that like button, the subscribe button, leave me a comment or question. You can do it at the end, but I'm asking you to at least subscribe now, all right? All right, so let's talk about grief. Grief is really about loss, right? And we know that. We grieve the loss of loved ones, people in our life when they pass. There's a deep, deep grief that we have to go through. But we also have to grieve the love, like people, places, things that have changed, but they didn't die. So things like a friendship, maybe your health, it could be a dream, your home, it could be a job or business. Maybe it was your life plan. All those things, when there's a change, there's a process of grieving that has to follow. When there's a loss of a person, a place, or a thing, really think about what that means. There is something that you are pouring all of your heart, pouring your love into. And then when it's gone, there's a hole, there's a void. There's nowhere for all of this love in your heart to go to, right? So your heart closes and it stops. Well, we can't live like that. That's what causes so much pain and stops the grieving process from happening. So what do? Well, the emptiness is really just a chance for us to realize, yes, what we have lost, yes, things that have changed, but we're also grieving the part of us, who we were in that job, who we were in that relationship, who we were with that person or in that place or with that thing. There's a part of us that is no longer able to express itself at the moment. And there's a loss there too. There's also the loss of safety or security and familiarity. And it's the grieving process when something traumatic or unexpected happens and the rug is ripped out from under us. We sometimes have to go through the process of grieving what we had that felt safe, and the actual feeling of safety as well. So trying to get rid of grief, that's like trying to get rid of your love. You can't do it. There's a quote, I don't know who it's by, but it says, grief is the price you pay for love. Oh, isn't that the truth? And sometimes we're like, I don't like the price, I don't want to love. But you can't, right? You can't close your heart. It'll hurt too much. It'll hurt you, and it won't feel good. So you take the time and you take a moment and you make the choice to go, okay, I'll open my heart and I will allow the love that's in my heart to flow. And when you allow it to flow, it doesn't make grief go away. It's just knowing that's part of the cycle. So when you allow yourself time to acknowledge the loss, and you're able to identify the loss itself, then you take a moment and you acknowledge it. And then you also say, okay, I'm going to open my heart again. Could be to another person, another job, something changing. Oftentimes it means you need to reconnect to the parts of yourself that you thought were permanently lost when they felt like they were gone, but they weren't. You just needed to find a new place to allow the love to flow. So maybe it's a plant. Maybe it's a pet. Maybe it's a new job, a new business. Maybe you're starting new and saying, I'm going to meet new people. That's the willingness to say yes. That's going to help soften the grief. And that's how you do it. Okay. I hope that this was helpful. If it was helpful, and you feel like sharing, feel free to share. You can leave me a comment or a question or a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and you'll get all the notifications when they come through. Okay. So thank you for listening to me today. I'm Dr. Natasha Nelson, your life doctor. Until next time, stay curious and live life untamed.